Yo, peace, power, prosperity. You already know it's a love thing from FDNHT Trin all the way to you. Chill. Happy Saturday. And maybe Sunday where you at, but whatever day it is, happy that day to you. Just realized that we got a couple international people that be popping in to the town square. So whatever day it is for y'all, enjoy. All right, be productive, be smooth, get some relaxation time, kick your feet up, etc., etc. You know what I mean? Um, I'm kind of disturbed, right? But before we get into the main topic, the main topic, which is the behavior of Anton and Corey and how it reflects upon us as black men also. Before we get into that, let me send comfort and prayers to the people out there dealing with that storm right now, right? Check it out real quick. They got some crazy shit going on out there. Hopefully everybody's safe. Hopefully everybody prepared properly. Let's see what ABC News got to say about it. But the storm is crazy. It's wild as shit.
Norwood in Dallas, Texas, where we can see that snow now falling behind you, Morgan. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Janae. It is really coming down. And the thing is, temperatures have plummeted by double digits from yesterday. And you can see the snow and the sleet, and the wind is not making it any better, just blowing all of this around to the point where I'd imagine that it's impacting visibility for many of the drivers on this freeway right behind me this morning. And we've got many more hours of all of this to go.
This morning, a massive 2,000-mile-wide winter storm is coming in for more than half the country. A dangerous mix of snow, crippling ice, and frigid temperatures. All the way to Maine.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't want the volume to play. Emergency declaration. Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Bama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, VA, Kentucky, Tennessee, PA, Jersey, and have mercy. Amarillo, that's in Texas. Buffalo, is that NY? Upstate NY? Jesus. Yeah, that's just crazy as shit out there, bro. I hope everybody's safe. Oh, even Oklahoma, bro. Have mercy. Yeah, bro. Hopefully everybody prepared. Hopefully everybody did what they're supposed to do. Hunkered down, got food, got water, etc., etc. Little portable heaters, whatever you needed to do. You feel me? Hopefully everybody did what they needed to do so they safe through this bullshit. Cause that was Dallas, Texas. Looked like they was getting pounded. That's deep in the South, right? That's more to Texas. Like Texas is way more southern, right? There's way more landmass in Texas, but that's still some shit. I don't care what nobody said. That's still some shit to deal with. Because Texas don't get snow like that. Louisiana don't get snow like that. Mississippi don't get snow like that. Bama, maybe like North Bama, maybe. But still, that area don't get snow like that. So hopefully everybody's safe. If you can't drive, stay your ass at home. Why risk the biscuit, right? Can't drive, stay your silly ass at home, be safe, eat some soup, right? Some chili, some what else is good? Cold weather food. Soup, chili, panini, maybe. Yeah, be productive, be smart. God damn it. The V Moy, what's up, sweetheart? Good to see you in the town square as usual. Mod of the year. Doing her job, doing it well. I gotta share this shit right here. We're about to go into the main topic right now, though. So quick little spinny. And we're going right out of here, right? Yeah, back at it. Appreciate the support. Appreciate all the love y'all be showing. Appreciate all the sharing. Appreciate all the support. Some people go the extra route. You feel me? And reach into their wallets. Big salute to y'all. Some people just hit the buttons and like and share and subscribe, and that's dope too, bro. I appreciate it all, however it comes across, right? Let me share this shit with y'all real quick. And this came off a short that came off my other video, right? So I posted this short, and this was the comment under the short, and it was about AD and CH. It was about them two goofballs. But this was the comment. My comment was simply this: their behavior reflects on all black men at the end of the day. No matter what people say, no matter how people act, people can act dumb and circumcised in thought, like they don't live in this world that we all live in. Like they can't comprehend the fact that when things are displayed, especially when they are in a negative light, that they tend to attach themselves to every single black person. It's just the way how fucked off society is. And we know why, right? It's a gear in the machine of white supremacy. Just that simple. But here goes smart man right here, Mr. Charles Denson, right? Mr. Charles Denson decided to open up his fucking mouth and speak. Nah, bruh. That's you YouTube punks. No punctuation at all either. And if you wrote you right here, why don't you write YouTube correctly? So I guess, whatever, live your best life. That's your YouTube punks. Don't put that jive on all of us ninjas. Circumcised in thought. Silly and circumcised. Can't think about something else other than they self and can't see the forest for the trees. But had to open up his mouth to be acknowledged about it. You being acknowledged right now. There you go. You got your moment. Then down here, Saida. Now look at this. 5 days ago now. You're biased because you hate people that hold the black community accountable. That's how I know people don't know me or know anything that I speak about. But Saida, you want to be acknowledged too. Now you've been acknowledged. So you could go back to your cubby hole. You could go back to living your weird existence. You could go back to being a weirdo with no picture, nothing. So you just talking with no face to the shit that y'all got to say. They are the absolute most weird people up here. I'm telling you the truth. I put my face on everything that I say. Where I stand is where I stand. If I learn something new tomorrow, it's just that simple. I will have no issue showing up here and saying, dog, bad information yesterday. I found this out today. Yo, somebody put me on to better information. I have no issue with it. None at all. Because I'm an adult. But y'all too, y'all have been acknowledged. Here y'all go. Politely stay where the fuck you are. Politely. Or maybe you grew up one day and then maybe you could come by. But I highly doubt it. I still highly doubt it. It probably won't work. What's up, Autumn? Nice to see you up in here. Dolly, hope all is well over there. Hope you're not in the way of I think you are though. I think you are out there in the way of that storm shit. So if you are, like I'm thinking you are, hope everything is smooth with you out there. Hope you prepared properly, you know what I'm saying? Got your space heaters or whatever you need, your food bundled up, all that good stuff to weather this late January snow blizzard in late January. So that was that one. And we about to get into the heavy stuff right now, right? About 15 minutes in. Let's just go fire up the heavy stuff and just jump straight at it. You said you good to go? Good. That's what I like to hear. That's good. Good shit. KS content is very weird. So I'm chopping this up all the way through, right? but I'm using his points to make a point. You heard? So let's lock in. Lock in. Look and listen.
Oh. Uh-oh. But then, am I alone? No. This is the history. This is one thing you have learned well. You have learned how to destroy a black man's image for your own negative reasons. 1, jealousy. 2, scared. 3, envy. 4, you wish you had the position. Whatever the reason is, we're the only group of folks to do it to this level for what? We don't need D.W. Griffith. When you got people that look like you that will do, first thing they do is try to either tell you you're either crazy, violent, aggressive. Gus. Uh-oh. He was crazy, sex crazed, and crazed, gonna snatch that woman. Well, that's how they did it for the longest, you know, cops and America's Most Wanted, and this and that, pimps and hoes, and so forth. But then they isolate that person, telling them, you better beware of the boogeyman. But then what happens on the other side? Then if you actually have the nerve to carry yourself in a different way, you carry yourself in a way that's not.
So when we look back at the madness that happened over there at 5150 show, however long ago that was, because at this point I don't even remember, right? But clearly it's about, what's today? Saturday. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 days? 10 days ago, right? We seen the jackassery and the buffoonery displayed. Live at 5, breaking news. These motherfuckers is up here acting like assholes. And if you're a black man and you think that doesn't reflect you, then you're sadly mistaken. You need to wake up and smell the Folgers. There's no two ways about it. That's the way how society works in this country. That's the way society works in the Western world. That's the way how society just is. We're not talking about fear. We're talking about what is. But if Anton said what he meant when he was up there, when he said, oh, I studied you, I know, yeah, we're going to get into it, all this slick banter shit. When you hear those sentences being said in the absolute beginning of the show, then you see the ending of the show, it looks super, super predetermined that he was going to act an asshole. That's what it looks like. Am I 100% sure? Absolutely not. Guess what? I wasn't there. When I see the way they act, best believe, true and true to my core, I do not agree with none of it. I don't agree with the shit that Corey did. I don't agree with the shit what Anton did. I have no dog in that fight. But because they want to make content and because they want to act like fucking children, they want to act like some emotional fucking 12-year-olds on a playground that's going to fight over who's going to shoot the next free throw, right? Who fouled who, right? They want to act like Neanderthals and apes and buffoons in front of the whole fucking world to see. Like we already don't got shit going on in our own community that we really need to be dealing with. I figured KS would be the one to speak to the point way better than me because he already spoke to this point already. Y'all up here, y'all got to twist it up. These things have already been spoken about and been told for the betterment of us. When he specifically mentioned us controlling our image and us getting some skin in the game when it comes down to having some say-so in media. He already talked about this shit. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, that's what he was working at and working towards. Right? All you super KS fans that watch every show, every second, y'all will know better than me. I watched enough and I gathered enough, and I believe that that is where his head where his goals, where his focus was at. That's what I believe. So image does matter. And it's so weird that people don't think that, right? They can dress how they want to dress, act how they want to act, and it should not have an effect or say so in how people view them. Because people, you don't know me. You're correct. I don't know you. But make no mistake, the way you present yourself to the world is what people judge you based off of. People got this psycho bullshit in their mind, like I could wear what I want to wear, put as much holes in my face as I want to, tattoo my eyeballs and my whole face, and I should not be judged, or you don't know me, so don't judge the book by its cover. Let's be real honest about certain shit. Motherfuckers with gangbanger tattoos on their face, I highly doubt you want them to babysit your children. I highly doubt you want them to come to your Sunday dinner. I highly doubt it. The way you present yourself to the world says volumes about who you really are. Is this so solidified that if you got a bunch of tattoos, that means you're a gangbanger? No, it doesn't. But let's talk with sense. Let's talk like adults. And let's talk like we know what the fuck we're really talking about. The way you present yourself is how the world views you. The same way a cop puts on a cop uniform, the world views him as a cop. The fireman put on a fireman uniform, the world views him as a fireman. But if the cop dude puts on a fireman uniform, they're not going to think that the cop is a cop. They're going to think he's a fireman because of what he's wearing and how he presented himself. He presented himself in that image of a fireman. If you put on a tie and a three piece with cufflinks, right? And you go to Detroit and get you some nice buffs, right? And we see you downtown New York next to Wall Street, most likely you're going to think you're a Wall Street type of person, right? The way you present yourself has key. It is key to how the world perceives you. Just like that. You dress for the job you want, not for the job you currently have. These are old lessons, old sayings that are very much true and alive today. And then they turn around and feel some type of way when the stereotypes, when y'all actually imitate and behave like the stereotypes spoken about you. Now you feel like that's racist, right? That's anti-black, right? That's anti-me. Look, they stereotyping me. One, if your name wasn't there, it can't be called. And two, if you didn't behave like the stereotype, then guess what? You lend it no validity. But this new age of thought, this new age of thinking, it's weird. And to see two grown-ass men do it, that should know way better. Should know way better. One being that's your show, which at the end of the day, Corey did put a collar on that dog. We can't say he didn't. He definitely put a collar on that dog. For whatever reasons he had, I don't know. Corey did collar that dog, though. You got to give him credit. It could have got a lot worse, and we know it. It didn't. M Love, what up, brother? Peace. It could have been a lot worse. Thank God it was not. Thank God shit was just smooth, I guess, right? It wasn't, at the end of the day, with the things being said and the energy being tossed back and forth, this shit turned out to be smooth. For real, for real, for real. As a community where we already have our own issues that we're working through, as a community, that has that stain and stigma upon us and these stereotypes upon us. We should be hyper aware of these things. Be so conscious of it that we don't display these stereotypes. Because it only affects us. True and true. It only affects us across the board. The image is not bolstered in the light that it should be, but it's promoted in the negative light to keep the stereotypes running. Because we don't own media. So they're allowed to let go and let things happen that they deem okay. You can't talk about every single group, but the black community, the black people, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about them. Why do you think this is? I'll let you ponder on that for a little bit. Let me go get this co-host real quick because he's acting up again. He's getting on my nerves. Quick little spinny. I'm about to square with my co-host in the back, making noise. I guess he's trying to say hello or whatever the case is. Rojo, they say hello too. Give me like 30 seconds. I'll be right back and we roll into the second part of this. Play a little bit more of what KS is talking about and keep chopping up about this thing. I had the video. I had another video here, but I lost it. Probably deleted it actually, trying to clear up some space because I already shot the video. But yo, be right back. Y'all know it's a love thing from FDNHT. Be nice to each other in the chat. Be smooth. You heard? Appreciate the patience, man. Appreciate the patience. He's locked in the room. We shouldn't be hearing him no more. He should be behaving. But there's a cost to this whole virality behavior. There's a cost, and the cost is the image. The cost is how you have presented yourself to the world. If you present yourself to your neighborhood, that's just your neighborhood, right? What, 50 people? 100, 150 people, right? In today's world, everything is on camera. Everything is on camera. We're seeing people, world star hip hop became famous because people literally stopped helping people or doing the Samaritan thing to take out their phone and video record shit that they should actually get involved in and do the right thing in. They said, nah, what we're going to do is turn on these cameras and scream world star. We already went through that phase. The virality and clout chasing and all this bullshit has warped people's minds to the point where they don't give a fuck about anything. They don't care about nothing. All they care about is clout and going viral and running up the bag and bag chasing, all this goofy shit at the expense of your fellow man, at the expense of your brother, at the expense of somebody that reflects your own phenotype, and y'all reflect each other. So in your brain, that's what you consider him. That speaks more about you and how you behave and what you think about yourself, to be honest. But let's keep on pushing. Let's bring out KS back up. And I gotta, because it's such it's so tricky dealing with KS content, right? Because I know it's owned. So I have to basically piece it up. But this is what it is. We'll get through it, right? We shall get through it. What is the next one? 30. You gotta bear me because I literally have to jump through this video. All right, cool. We at the spot.
Especially in the blazer. That's a damn shame. That black men have our images dropped so much to where men coming out of the house dressed like a man feels uncomfortable, embarrassed, pretentious, because we no longer associate our image with anything other than something you can sleep in and roll out of your bed. That's on us. I softened my walk to mute the piercing click-clack of my shoes. My belt had to constantly be adjusted on top of it, and these pants were giving me a wedgie. In other words, them dress shoes, them hard shoes, you know, when I say pull up, get rid of the Jordans, and pull up your pants and get rid of the Jordans, that's what this man is talking about. He felt uncomfortable dressing in the uniform of business. Why? What are his experiences? A woman who worked at 7-Eleven greeted me with a smile and instantly asked.
But you see, it's so similar. So similar to what Big Face was talking about earlier, right? How long had us? When she was afforded the opportunity by her people, right? To have a better education, to take education seriously, to speak with punctuation or articulation, right? To enunciate words and pronounce words the correct way. That was a slight now. So you see, in the same sense, its betterment is white. So if we play the opposite game, right? We say white equals betterment. Then we're saying that black equals what then? The lack of betterment, the ability to stay in the same place, the lack of forward movement, fuckery and foolishness. BT, what up, my G? Big salute to you, boy. Big salute, G. You know you're welcome to the town square whenever, dog. Big salute. If we play the opposite word game, and people in the hood that tried to better themselves was called nerds and geek. Well, I'm a nerd, but geeks, right? They were called acting white, right? You pretty much saying that doing things properly and not living in fuckery is a white thing. So pretty much what you're saying is you equate blackness to fuckery at the same time. Psychologically and subconsciously, you fucking up. You are saying stuff, dog. Oh, shit. You setting yourself up for the L from hell, dog. And it's you just saying it and you just embodying that thought process alone tells you everything that we need to know about you. Because you can't see something that's positive and see that for what that is in itself. It's somebody in the grind doing the work to get out of the shit and not be in the slum, not sitting here trying to hear bullets every time they go to sleep. People are fighting on a daily basis to betterment, but you see that and you want to subjugate it and chastise it to make it negative. At the same time you're doing that, what you're doing, you're drawing a parallel to black being negative. The same shit that was taught by the supremacist agency, the evil empire, right, that runs this shit. The motherfuckers who is anti-black for real and anti-everybody for real, but they use the white supremacy machine as a tool of subjugation and oppression constantly. You want to take their talking points and kick your own people back in when they are trying, because they have the ability to. Because they have the drive and the focus and the give a fuck to get down the road. You want to look at them and kick they back in. Sad shit, bro. Shit fucking sad.
What's this for? A meeting or interview? But she normally say meeting, interview, or court. He said it's for work, I said. As I grabbed my change for the bus, she raised her eyebrow and nodded her head. This was in the first 10 minutes of my day. I thought, damn, this is going to be an eventful few weeks. My bus pass didn't have enough money on it, but before I can even get the change I got from 7-Eleven, the driver said, come on, it's okay. That's pretty tight. I got to save my change. At lunch, I headed to BLD, an upscale spot for lunch. The service was cool. The service seated me in the front of the restaurant where I received my order ahead of two other guys.
You could already tell. You could already tell where this story is going, right? We already know where the story is going. Because you present yourself to the world as somebody who cares about themselves. People tend to care about you. Now, let me put it in fucking female language and womanese. When they say, girl, you gotta teach that man how to love you, girl. When they bring up the fact that you gotta train this man to love you the way you need to be loved. Don't that make sense in the same way too then? The way you present yourself to the world tells the world how to fucking address you. The same way Candace Owens gets a certain level of respect in comparison to, let's just say, Wendy Williams, right? To the other black women that are out there also running their mouth. Let's say Jasmine Crockett. Look at the respect level. Look at how people deal with those two people, and they reflect each other. So we can't say it's a black-white thing, right? Let's talk down the line. They both black. They both good looking. They both women. They both highly political. One just sitting in the seat and one's not sitting in the seat. One that's not sitting in the seat gets spoken to with a lot more reverence than the one that's sitting in the seat that should naturally receive all this reverence from sitting in the seat by itself. But it's because they present themselves to the world in a manner and a shape and a form in the manner of which they will only accept this type of behavior from the world. Trin, that's too much? Cool. There's two tennis players. What's their name? Taylor Townsend. And there's the other one. I just shot this video months ago, right? And we specifically put them diametrically opposed against each other. Why did we put them opposed against each other? Simply because of this. One took her skills and her talent and her drive to start a clothing company and some merch line. The other one took her skills to be a fucking dog, to whore. That's what the other one did. Now they both tennis players and they both black. We need to stop. We need to stop this madness and lock in and control what we can control. And the thing that you can control is the shit that you say. You can control the shit that you do. You can control your behavior. That's what you are in control of. The more you get control of that, the more you're accountable and responsible and your behavior is in line with positivity and getting down the line and doing some righteous shit, then for sure, you're on the right path. But think about this. If the whole black community thinking on the same page, who the fuck could stop us if they couldn't stop us in fucking slavery, shackles, and chains? In this free world that we live in right now, they couldn't stop the black people's movement in slavery days, the days of lynching and murder and castration. Sorry, YouTube, I didn't mean to use that word. I didn't mean to. I meant to, but I should have chosen a different word. I'll put it that way. You think if the black community starts firing on all cylinders, pushing positivity, pushing us down the line to get down the line to be where we should actually be, you think anybody could stop that shit? When they couldn't stop it in slavery? They couldn't stop it in slavery days. Y'all got so much power. Y'all take y'all power and cast that shit out there for pennies when you're worth dollars. Y'all are priceless, but you sell yourself short for fucking dollars and pennies. You would take your God-given talent and God-given skills, the things that are ingrained inside of you, natural talent, true to the core that the universe gave to you. You don't want to say God, you don't want to say Jesus, you don't want to say Vishnu, you don't want to say Brahma. Cool. Keep it like this. What we're going to say is the universe, the almighty creator. Let's call it that. Whatever you look at it as, you would take that and trade that shit for dollars when you are priceless. Mad Hatton, what up? I see y'all pouring in, dog. Donna, what's up? I see y'all in here. Peace, love, prosperity. Y'all know it's a love thing. can't sell ourselves short no more, dog. Can't. The image that we have should be something so sacred to us that we guard that shit, just like your image is your reputation, right? Your reputation comes from naturally the things you say and how you get down, right? But if you was a mute, think about it like this. If you were a mute, you can't speak, so they can't really hear what you're saying. I think it's called, what is it called? A lame? You can't speak, you can't write. You can barely hear. But you still got to present yourself to the world. Would you not want to present yourself to the world in the most presentable manner ever? Guys, what up? I see you in here too. I see y'all pouring in, dog. Big salute. Y'all know it's a love thing. Hit them buttons when y'all pulling up into the town square where all is clean and all is fair. Ladies, kick up your feet, relax your hair. Generals, shots and beers. All newcomers are welcome. Y'all know the law. Y'all know the rules. We attack the conversation. We don't attack the person. We be respectful. We be humble. Right? That's how we get down the line. That's how iron sharpen iron. Right? That's how brothers talk to each other. Brothers don't go on brothers' programs and act like assholes and try to destroy their shit till you look good at somebody else's expense. I don't try to damage your image, damage the way the world look at you to make myself look better. What type of corny shit is that? Since when? Since when? Big Stepper, what up? I see you up in there. Tree Star General up in here, as usual. Let me acknowledge the Tree Star, bro. Tree Star has struck, you heard?
I want some more motherfucking money.
You heard me?
I need money.
My G, bro. Always support now. Day one. Day one. Janesta. What's up, sweetheart? Danny boy. Oh, Danny boy. I saw you slide in the town square too. I ain't miss you, dog. I seen you. Shout out to Tree Star, bro. Always showing the extra love, G, to the homies. Always support it. Everywhere I go, I see Tree Star at, dog. He's showing love, bro, for real. Big salute to you, my boy. Oh, God, here we go. How you say you not... Oh, my God. Something wrong with you, for real. Some real mental issues going on over there. Some real issues going on over there. But back to the main thing, right? I'm bouncing back and forth through this whole, because the video, one, it's a pretty decent video. It's like an hour long. And two, this is Kevin Samuels content. And I don't want to disrespect his people, his estate, or whatever the case is. That's why I'm clipping through it and just picking out some potent parts that aid the conversation and help us get down the line, right? Let me load the next section real quick. I had to write down the markers, bro. That's how serious I am about not trying to violate and disrespect. I wrote down the marker points of this video, so I'm at, all right, cool. I'm close. All right, cool. But people are so addicted to virality and chasing the bag that they would do that at the expense of their brothers. They would do it at the expense of people they call their friends, right? They will. Appreciate the support. Thank you for not giving me anything, but at the same time giving me something. I'm trying to figure out the maths on that one. The jury's still out on that maths. You say we believe in respecting those who respect. I'm jacking it. But I live my life with a natural respect across the board, like a baseline level of respect. And that's, let's say it's humanistic. It's I respect the dog as a dog. I respect my bird being a bird. I respect that cat being a cat. Cool. It's a sentient being, right? If we just live our life a bit of respect for sentient beings, right? Trees and everything, then that's fine. I'm not gonna respect a rock. This is a rock, right? It's just a rock. It's just rocking. That's all they're doing. They're sitting there being hard up and shaped weird. But yes, a baseline respect is key from where I stand and from how I get down. Now, when shit can't be that way, completely different story. Right? Buddy kicked your back in. Let me highlight the comments here. Know what I'm talking about. Buddy kicked your back in based off a fucking what? To try to get some shit off. Guys, what up, sweetheart? Hard up. That girl's a freak, man. I'm telling you something. Boy, her man be happier than a motherfucker when she come home. Janesta, sweetheart, it ain't about the bread, sweetheart. The bread is nice. Don't get it twisted. Ain't about the bread. Hit the buttons, share it to your people about these hard up conversations. Hard up, freaky ass girl. 69 goddess. But these hardline conversations that we need to have and that we do have. But the only way it gets out and gets pumped out there is when y'all hit the buttons like that and y'all share it with your people. Right? Y'all kick that algorithm in so it gets spread out more. That's the way you could support me in the meantime till you get your bills together. So I appreciate it. I was about Trin, but did you hear about this song? Black Rock Clouds here. Now that's old. The HARP program, the high what's it called? High altitude, aerial altitude frequency. I know you're talking about high frequency program. Yeah, I know about DARPA. Well, you know, DARPA is military for sure. I don't know if HARP is military, but I know DARPA is military for sure. For sure, DARPA is military. That's a fact. But yeah, that's the email. Yep, that's the email. Appreciate you, bro. LC, what up? It's the bad behavior that hits the algorithm. Good segue. I appreciate that that segue, Janesta. Bad behavior takes over. Yeah, you hear me? Bad behavior hits the waves like nothing else. Remember World Star. We had World Star culture. We had people walking around with rats in their hand and hawks, dropping people live. It was on FB, it was on World Star for the sake of going viral, for the sake of having clout. There's people online, you can still go see these videos. They up there talking shit to their ops. And before you know it, the ops just slide the block at the same time. And then they got to get low. In the name of virality, you wishing to erase your own virality. You willing to become a statistic to go viral. And somehow in your mind, your life is that minuscule that you don't have so much to do. You have so much to look forward to, right? You don't have the inclination of tomorrow. Everything is right now. I want it now. I want to have all the money in the world now. I want to eat fucking surf and turf now. And you will eat surf and turf right now and get your belly full, and then tomorrow you run around here eating oodles and noodles. And fucking sugar sandwiches. Come on with the game, dog. You gotta cherish life. You gotta cherish your own life enough to shut the fuck up and hit the books. Get a trade. If you don't like school, fine. Nobody cares about that type of stuff. The world that we're living in today is vast in opportunity. It's vast in ways to make money. You don't have to do the bad bullshit and be in clown culture. That's exactly what it is, for real, for real. It's clown culture, right? It's you sacrificing your own image for money. The love of money is what is fucking these people up, because money is their real God. Their God, their love of life, everything they desire, it has to do with money. Has no true love for self. It has no true humanity left inside of it. They're destroyed inside because everything they seek is external. They don't ever seek the things that are great internally that's already put inside of you. They seek the things that are external. I think their behavior was super fucking feminine. And I don't care what nobody say, agree, disagree, like Anton, hate Corey, like Anton, watch 5150, watch Millionaire Show, watch what the other show that Anton got with the panel show that he be doing. Grown ass men out here is running around caping and capping for people that don't know them, probably will never know them, and most likely don't give a flying fuck about them, but they are excited to jump on the internet and have shit to say. Excited. You got Frigidaire boy over there banging at Messi. You got dog. And when I say I fucks with Kwame, I do. But if Kwame is in that boat too, then Kwame, you are in that boat, bruh. And for somebody that be as sharp as you are, when I heard your name, I was appalled. You're not appalled, you a nigga that's still. No. I was in disbelief, to be honest, that your name was brought up in that type of. I was like, nah, not Kwame. Kwame too hard body for that. Kwame get down. Kwame be G-checking motherfucker, running the shit like wreck. Cool, respectable, acting like a man. But cool, but Kwame, you do what the fuck you want to do, right? You're a grown ass man. You do what you want to do. You invest your energy where you want to invest your energy. I don't see that being a good color for you to wear. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that scenario. Until some of this shit come up, that's it. It's so strange that this conversation here almost meshes with Big Head conversation earlier when she was on the live. It's so strange that they intertwine so often. Because I'm just talking about the image of it. And when I was listening to her, I didn't really hear it. But now that I'm shooting my show, I'm seeing how it just weaves in and out. Weaves in and out. Weaves in and out. Oh, no, not you. Never. I would never. I would never. Never. Nope. No. You do good. You safe. You safe. You safe. You safe. They want to sell the freaky nature of things, right? The violence nature of things. The sporadic wild behavior. Those things sell. We know this since day one. When they was making beer commercials and cigarette commercials and all the other commercials, they had girls in the video. Why? Men drink beer. 1 and 2. Makes sense. Sell it. And what's it called? It's a certain word for it. Advertise to your market, right? Well, how do you advertise to men? Have a girl in a bikini with a cold Corona, a Bud Light, a Pabst Blue Ribbon, a Heineken, right? And make it look spicy. The world is so degenerate right now that violence doesn't have to sell at AMC Theater. They don't have to sell at the what's the other theaters called? The nice ones. The nice one where you go get the lounge chair and the waitress come to you and be like, "Sir, do you know another beverage? Your chicken fingers will be here in like 5 minutes, okay? All right, have a good. I'll be right back." They selling themselves for everything, and it's fuckery, dog. And it's trash. It really is, bro. But us as black people, we don't have the leeway. Think about it like this. Think about a white person and a black person. In today's world, black people don't have the leeway or the buffer room to even play around the same way that white people have this room. And y'all know I don't get down that racist bullshit, right? But I'm using these things as things that we could look at objectively. We behind, they're ahead. The Chinese people are ahead of them. So all right, let's take it off of black people. Let's talk about a white person and a Chinese person, right? Asian. The Asian person that's ahead of the white people, Asians got room to fuck around. They could probably fuck off for like a good couple, they could probably fuck off for like a good decade. And the whites won't catch up to them. But if the whites started fucking off, then guess what happens to the Asians? They just get further and further and further because the Asians still gonna grind. But you want to fuck off and fuck off and fuck off, and that space is going to get larger in between y'all. So you never get to close the gap on desirability. You never get to close the gap in financial earnings. You never get to close the gap on having political stance and say so. Because remember, y'all blacks been in America for hundreds of years, dealing with all types of bullshit in every state. It's bullshit. When C-19 happened and a couple Asian people got beat the fuck up, wasn't it not an Asian crime bill? Did they not lobby together and use their power to get an Asian crime bill passed like that? Even though they don't need one because there's already a constitution that protects them. Did they not get an Asian crime bill passed in the blink of an eye? But you here in this country, your people built this country, sweat, toil, bones in this ground, hundreds of years. You ever seen a Negro crime bill? You ever seen a gangbanger, Crips and Bloods, a crime bill? Oh, you seen a gang injunction? You seen a crime with to sling these motherfuckers' ass in jail as fast as they could blink? As fast as the finger twitch, right? The finger twitch to Trump, the C for cuz, and the B for bloods, right? They ain't get nil. As soon as they finger twitch, they in jail. You got BLM out here that don't give a fuck, which we already know. Joe Biden set this shit. Sanders set this shit. Are y'all Clinton set this? Are y'all really sitting here functioning? Because the Chinese people control their image, they could make people move in their favor. Because the whites control their image, they can make people move in their favor. For the Zionist people that's in this country, they make people move in their favor. We are the largest group of the minority group that don't got nobody in our hand, in our pocket, right? Or in our hand or on our side enough to make some shit shake. Not on the Republican side, not on the Democratic side. We just out here in the wind. Like a flag, just in the wind. No stability. Mob, what up, G? You know what's up. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. You don't gotta answer it now. You just mull it over whenever you get some time, right? Was Kevin Samuels wrong when he stressed the importance of owning image and owning media? Are you so hard up to make the bag you willing to sacrifice your brother? Are you so hard up for money and clout and all this frivolous shit that can literally disappear in the blink of an eye with a virus or a fire, right? Or an earthquake? Are you willing to sacrifice somebody that reflects your own image, your own phenotype? That other races probably can't tell the difference. If y'all do got some similarities in looks, they be like, they all look alike. You willing to do that, G? You willing to sacrifice that for that? LC has struck. What's up, love? I'm gonna give you this one.
I want some more motherfucking money.
Let's be real. Is getting slung into the algorithm worth it, though? At the expense of somebody else that's in the grind too? I don't care what nobody say. From where I'm standing and my perspective, Anton purposely planned to go up there and act like a fucking asshole. I don't care what nobody said. That's how it looks from my angle, and I don't care. Fuck him and fuck, you know what?
Fuck you and the midget horse that you rode in on.
That's how I feel. Thank you, Candace, for expressing it. Lee Turner, what up, G? I ain't seen you in a minute, boy. Well, over here, I haven't seen you in a minute over here. It's been a minute. You know what to do in the town square, my boy. Hold it down. Let's be real. They sacrificing black masculinity for clout. The things that we're supposed to be masculine about and staying full frame, chest high, right? Chin up. With behavior that's becoming of a man. Y'all want to sacrifice that. But guess what? They not affected because they got bread. So they can mosey on along, stay quiet for a couple of weeks, and it's going to fade away. Just like how all the bullshit came back up recently. Why did it come up? Because they was acting like assholes. So now everybody want to... What the fuck is the Kermit meme? That shit? Now the whole internet just going fucking crazy to dig up the bullshit from their past. Because they was acting like fucking assholes. If they weren't acting like assholes, and if the conversation kind of led the way that Corey acknowledged he wanted the conversation to go, but he said, I want to reach out to the brother. I want to reach out to you. If it went that way, humble, genuine, no bullshit, in the background whispering, and like them two joints that pop up, you always see him in the movies and the cartoons, right? The devil and the angel, right? If you listen to the angel that you swear to God that you so attached to, you would have never had that type of fucking hate or thought in your heart, G. Fuck Anton. Anton.
Fuck you and the midget horse that you...
Corey.
Fuck you and the midget horse that you rode in on.
Just that simple. Fuck both of y'all. Because what y'all did, y'all set black men back. Y'all didn't advance black men or the image of black. I don't even have to use this Kevin Samuels video anymore. KS, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. No disrespect. You know it's a love thing for sure. The word that you done is solidified in the ether. Nobody could ever take that away from you. It can't be taken away. You rung that bell will never be unrung. But I could close this one out without tapping your videos anymore. I don't want to piss anybody off or the estate come looking at me like I'm crazy or whatever the case. I want to live clean and as clean as possible, right? Freezy, boy.
Pussy.
You are. And it too is about it, bro. You attacking somebody for not having the same feelings as you. You kicking their back. What is it? Yo, the testosterone level is depleting by the fucking second. I swear to Christ, every fucking 2 days I wake up, it's like somebody just stuck their knife and ripped the testosterone bag open. It's just leaking. Pause. I don't know if I can say leaking. Shit. He got sit down win over there frigid. Do you even hear how you sound? I'm gone. I can't fucking do this. I'm gonna lose my whole fucking. They're gonna strike this channel. I'm gonna lose my mind if I keep going, dog. I am. Because what are you expecting for the children to do and follow if this is how you behave, G? What example is there? Yo, what example is there for them to follow, right? You up there crying, then the next day you hyped up. What is going? It gotta be me, dog. It's me. I'm telling you, it's me. I'm losing my grip on reality. It has to be me. And I'm okay with that. Right? I'm okay with that. While y'all pop into the room, hit the like button. We're rolling out soon. I can't deal, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it, G. Sorry. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all win. Whatever y'all say goes. Live your life the way you choose. Raise your kids the way you choose them. Y'all got it. And for y'all weirdos that's sitting there talking about this little girl, y'all need to be checked into somebody's institution, bro. Y'all need to go sit on somebody's couch for real, and do some deep dive evaluation for real. Honda, my boy, what up? I'm not playing with y'all, son. I'm not playing with none of y'all. This girl is 17 years old. Let her have her innocence as long as she could maintain it. Corey, dead ass wrong for bringing that situation about her purchasing box. Simply because she's a minor. Now, if she was 18, sure, it probably would have flew. But in the eyes of the law, guess what? She is a minor. And I think federal is if I'm not mistaken, federal is 18. If I'm not mistaken, federal, because it's across the state, has to, I might be mistaken, but because it's digital and it's across the state, I believe the feds have written in the past decade, I'm gonna say like a decade, maybe like 15 years, maybe even 20 years, they had to start writing laws about digital communications. Also, they had to update these laws as time go on. So I'm positive this might be a Fed case. Might. Hold on, let me hit my button. I do not know. I ain't no lawyer. Unlike Messi, who's a fucking YouTube street lawyer out here bullshitting around and shit. But that's it, G. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Corey dead ass wrong for saying that shit. Anton dead ass wrong for his shit. Corey dead ass. They both dead ass wrong. We're talking about two people. Like we gotta pick who's worse. This is not the motherfucking election. It's not the election year. Who's worse? You want to figure out and fight who's the worst person in the room? The lesser of two evils? You know you could just sit back and say both these motherfuckers evil and I choose to not engage? wasn't directed at the child, but the parent. It was just in a pit. Oh boy, yep, there go one of them right there. But you like to think what you want to think, dog. You live your life how you want to live your life. You hear me? That's for you and your God to deal with. I don't give a fuck. Do what you got to do over there. I stand where I stand at, G. All the clarification and all this extra shit. No, as a man, you should even have that thought in your mind about a child. Flat. Just that flat, just that easy. LC, take care, sweetheart. I don't know if I'm shooting tonight, but you know the shit. You know where I'm at. I know you got your noties on because you're always pulling up. End of the day, that's a child. That's it. Speak about children, you speak about them as their children. You treat them, you think about them as children. You don't introduce adult things to children. You don't go to kindergarten and teach kindergartners about ABC and LGBTQ lifestyles. No, you don't. You let them be children. Let them be as innocent and pure as clean as long as it's possible for them to be that way. You let them enjoy their life. And as people who came from that type of that rough shit, I came from the rough era. Lee Turner, subscribe. Big salute, Lee Turner. You from the Bestie Lounge. I thought you already subscribed. My bad. Well, you know what? You're welcome, G. You're more than welcome to pull up in the town square and kick it, bro. Dog, leave these children be. Let them be innocent. Let them be pure and clean as much as possible, son. Just that easy. Leave them out of those conversations that have to deal with adult things that adults speak about. There's adults that can't even deal with this type of shit. There's adults that can't even, they're so cocooned. They're so, for a quick word, awkward. Socially awkward, right? They're so socially awkward sometimes, right? That they can't really express themselves, and they have to go to see doctors to actually come out of that cocoon, to actually have fulfilling relationships with other people. So why would you even subjugate a kid to even possibly having that fucking issue? But y'all don't care about kids, dog. Yeah, that should be becoming more and more prevalent. The more that I'm alive, the more I see that people don't care about kids, their own or other people's churn. LT, what you got? Born and raised in NY. Oh, for sure. My daddy used to live in Bed-Stuy, bro. So when I used to visit him, I used to stomp around Brooklyn for a little bit, you know, North and Fulton area. But that's it, bro. I was in Jersey. Like my main residence was Jersey when I came to America. But yes, I know Brooklyn pretty well, especially that North and Fulton area, that Macon, down my Macon area, you know, where all the Trinidadian breakfast spots is at and all that. And on the beef patty, what's that place? What's that big famous Jamaican place in Brooklyn? Sunrise or Sunkiss? Sunrise? I think it's called Sunrise. Either way, yo, that was it. G, that's the show. I got more shit coming out. I'm building them right now. I'm building them out right now. Turning the notice, dog. We're gonna pull up. We're gonna talk some shit. We got Candace Owens getting sued, and I have Sunrise. Yeah, Sunrise. All right, cool. Trills for sure. I got Candace Owens getting sued, and I have Dreams and Visions. That one's about the Bible. It's kind of Bible-y. So if y'all not into the Bible stuff, you might want to stay out of the one show that's called Acts 2:17. But everything else should be playing across the board for everybody to enjoy. I respect people, though. Some people not Bible-y, man. Some people might be Muslim. That's just what it is. Some people practice different religions, right? Love yourself so you love the people that surround you. Take care of yourself so you take care of the people that is around you. This thing in life is just not a sprint. It's a marathon. Train every day like the marathon is tomorrow. When you're ready, you don't ever have to get ready, right? Like my people up north, my people in Texas, my people in Louisiana, Missouri, right? All the way up to Jersey and NY and CT that's getting slammed with snow. Y'all was ready, so you didn't have to go get ready, right? Y'all prepared yourself and y'all hunkered in. You got the food, you got the soups, right? You got the little chili, the potatoes to make some potato soup, potato cheddar, broccoli, however freaky you feel. You know what I'm saying? You might be a 69 chef, you know? You might not be a 69 God like Frigidaire over there on this weird ass channel. Or 69 God that's like thighs, freaky ass. But either way, however you feel like being a 69 chef, go get it done, bro. Right? Make sure you reach out to somebody that you love and just tell them, yo, love you, G. That's it. Just call them and tell them, yo, I love you, G. And hang up the phone. That's it. Man, I'll see y'all soon, bro. He and I say I'm Slim Trim and I'm built to and I'm Granny's baby. I'm numero uno. I am Flaco Fuerte, the host that will never ever do the least, but I will also keep it in the line and I'll never overdo it and never overdo and do the most. This is a love thing from FDNHT Trin. Always welcome to the town square where all is clean and all is fair. Ladies, you know what to do with your feet and your hair. Generals, you know what to drink. What is it? Shots and beers. Y'all already know. Peace. See y'all soon.